when you took them. You know, where these are given, I think we should be accountable. And the other thing is that if you are going because of an issue, maybe we should document that issue. So if we are getting complaints of, you know, maybe the same issue, we could bring it to his attention and say, look, you know, we've received, you know, 3 complaints of this. Same thing. And then that way there, you know, he seems like he's open to it. He wants the feedback, and he is encouraging, you know, he's reaching out to board members, and so I think we, you know, you should take him up on his offer. If you have any concerns, go down and talk to him. If you want to ride and you want to see it for yourself, if that will alleviate your concerns, you're more than welcome. So I do thank him for that.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
All update shellfish.
Yeah.
We had our July meeting on the 12th, which was attended by approximately 30 harvesters. We had a follow-up and final conservation outing on July 14th. That was Sunday, and that was at Huckins Beach. We had 26 harvesters get their required conservation time. We took a full pickup truckload of garbage. We collected, Betty, what was the total on moose nail polish? It was like 10,000, I mean, unbelievable amount. Full pickup truck of garbage, 2 tires. And what's interesting is that that's the second time this year that the Shellfish Committee has had a conservation outing there, and the amount of garbage was the same as it was the first time. And I asked the harvesters, where's this garbage coming from? And they all pointed across the water, and I was like, what's over there? And they said, salmon pens. So, yeah, I know I'm talking smack on the salmon pens, but that's where all the garbage is coming from. Guys, don't you have garbage cans on board those pens? You know, it's all drifting up on shore, and those are our shellfish flats.
Jim
So please.
Clark has a contact at Commerce, whatever it is. Cook, excuse me.
Cook Aquaculture?
And I would ask that you call them.
Yeah,
and
really. I mean, it was
let them
astounding.
know, because we've had a good relationship with Cook Aquaculture
Oh,
for
yeah.
years. And I'm sure that they do not want a black eye.
Oh, no.
No.
Because people are too lazy to take the garbage
Right.
back.
Right, well, I'm sorry,
Sure.
but our shellfish flats are precious.
Of course they are.
They are, they're precious. And some of the nature of the garbage was petroleum products, and that concerns me. So that's why I'm being verbal about that and looking right in the camera and saying, please, try harder. Yeah, so they know who said it.
Very good.
The next meeting is August 12th.
Yes, and the next Shellfish Committee meeting is August 12th, 4 p.m. here at the town office. And remember, folks, those meetings are set by the tide, so you got no excuse to be out there digging. It's high tide.
Okay.
Oh, and Marion Transfer Station, there won't be any change in our rate for tipping there. We had an election of officers, and once again, I have been elected as the chairman of the board of directors of Marion Transfer Station. We will be engaging in closure of the construction debris landfill, finally. And the group is moving forward on revisiting the feasibility study on Marion becoming a regional recycling facility. I don't think it'll be the facility of our dreams. It will probably be a small, efficient operation to begin with. So, unfortunately, that's the reality. Not all recycling has value, so.
I think, you know, that could be an asset to small communities like Lubec. One of the issues that we find is to give a load of material, a lot of times we end up with mixed loads. And because of the mixed loads, we end up paying quite a staggering sum for transportation. I mean, if we had a place close by that could accept from all the communities, and then maybe they could hold it, and by collecting from all the communities, they could get the full truckloads, mean,
Right.
that would save us. We could work with them, and pass some of that savings on to help with their operating costs. I think, you know, maybe that could be a way for recycling for down East Main.
Like the town, having spent that money that we had left over from a portion of the grant for recycling on our glass crusher and making the storage area bigger, that's what any operation is up against. Can you store in an appropriate fashion enough of the material to ship it to get what you can? And what eats away at that is, as you pointed out, the transportation cost. But if you had enough going out, it may be able to offset it. Now, Lubec is one of those communities that has a dedicated group of townspeople that they want to recycle. They use the recycling facility. We thank you for doing that. I wish more of you would take the glass out of your garbage and bring it down to us so that we can eliminate that from the tipping fee at Marion. But not all of the towns that are in the Marion group have those dedicated amount of people. And some of those towns are so small, they could do your recycling facility in the back of a van. So, how it all gets to one point to make that work is something that we're revisiting. The feasibility study suggested a couple of things which were tried and true in other communities where they made it simple in that instead of having 5 containers, plastic, metal, glass, this, that, the other thing, all of the recyclables are in one bag. They're then separated at that final destination point. So everybody kind of likes that. It's like, okay, garbage in one bag, recyclables in the other, I've only got to do 2 bags. And it can be color-coded bags so that everybody who's handling it knows. But,
I think that's one of the things that, you know, to really make it appeal to people, it's got to be a user-friendly system.
exactly.
Well, it does, and, you know, you have people that are older and they can't store all these containers.
My car's full right now. I missed the cycling center yesterday. So I can't give you a ride home.
But congratulations on being named chair.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job up there.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. Keep it up. Okay, any other committees?
I just want to thank 4th of July Committee, the Dory Committee, all the groups and organizations that came together to put on another 4th of July celebration, and all the volunteers on top of that. And
We had a
summer's
good
halfway over
4th.
now.
Yeah.
And I'd like to also include the public works people for all the things that they do with all these
I
communities.
mean, people don't realize, I mean, they really do work in the
Yes,
background.
they do.
Whether it's helping out, you know, bonfire, whether it's, you know, coming down, picking up barricades, or, you know, just being available.
Coming to work at 3 o'clock in the morning so that everything will be ready for the marathon.
That's really good. That's really cool.
Great.
Flag blew off the pole. I'm not stealing it. I'm just keeping it on the doorstep until one of them wants to put it back up. Cracking it all came out. Must have been a strong wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had some strong winds.
Yeah, we have.
Climate change.
Climate change, July 31st, or 31st. 31st. Betty,
Anything that,
Just remind everybody of the annual town election and annual town meeting, which will be August 6th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They are here to vote for the election of officers, which is your selectmen, school board, harbor board, water company, and budget committee. At 6 o'clock we will close, get down to the school and get set up for the business meeting, which will be at 7 o'clock. Anybody that, for whatever reason, wants to vote absentee, already, all they do is call the office or come into the office. If it's somebody that can't get into the office or needs help, we have no problem, they call the office and set an appointment and go there. Remind everybody about the public hearing again, but also the copies of these ordinances material on the CDBG micro and cross grant is available at the town office, if anybody wants to review it before the public hearing. Hopefully people will come out, Lubec residents interested, volunteer, and participate in any of the planning board, budget, board of appeals, shellfish, harbor board, CDBG/town improvement, recycling and wastewater, and you're also looking for that office. And if you're not sure what's entailed, please stop by, we can stand on top of you and let you know what's involved with any of this information. You might not have a lot of time, and be willing to work on one that's not as active as another, so please connect.
Please, it's your town, get
Right.
involved.
And also the registrations for ATVs, boats and snowmobiles, Inland Fisheries and Wildlife is changing their format for us going in. So if we put in a name, and if we put in James Jones,
Yes.
and there are 75 James Jones in the state of Maine,
Right into
every
that.
vehicle is under that one name. So it's very difficult for us to look up what you're trying to register.